Hi YouTube! So, it's been a while since I posted a video on this channel, so I wanted to post a video today. And I am going to be ranking my Jeffree Star palettes in the order that I think that I love them and I use them and what I have, because I don't have all of them. And I'll talk to you about those as well. I don't have 4 of them, I believe. I don't have Blue Blood, I don't have Blood Sugar, I don't have Androgyny, and I don't have Thirsty. I really want Blue Blood. That's kind of the next one I was trying to get, but I was kind of trying to hold off on that because he has a new palette coming out and it's been canceled because of all this stuff going on now in the world, and I kind of wanted to see when that might come out and what it looked like, if it was worth getting. If not, I'll just get Blue Blood and go from there. But I decided to include the Morphe palette in this one too, so just so you know, if you don't want to count that, I count this. But this is the Jeffree Star Morphe X palette. Morphe and Jeffree Star. So this is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I have 8 palettes, so this is number 8. So this is the Morphe Jeffree Star palette. It was my first Jeffree Star palette, actually, but being it's a collaboration with Morphe, I mean, the quality on this is amazing, don't get me wrong, and I used it almost every day when I did first get it, and I love the greens in here because those are very unique, and I love the sparkles and shimmer shades in here. They are really great, especially custom rims. I love those, and I love all the neutral colors in here. I love all that, so those are great. And it's kind of an overwhelming palette because there's a lot of colors, but some of the colors are similar, a lot of neutrals, but there's pops of pinks and greens, so it's really, after you use his regular formula, it's not as quality-wise, but I still really love it, and I like the neutral shades in here. So this is a good work palette when I need to go to work. I can just do a simple eye look, or I use some of the neutrals in here for his regular colors too, because I mix them up. But this is a really great palette, and it was on sale for I think $11. Now it's back to normal price, which was like 30 something, but it's not bad. But I really love this. Not because it's at the bottom, I don't hate it, but I really did love it more at one point until I started getting his regular formula, if that makes sense. Okay, so the next one up, number 7, is the Shane Dawson collaboration Mini Controversy, excuse me. I love this, but the color story is just kind of, it's okay. I really love these blues in here. They're my absolute favorite. We already had the shade Diet Root Beer in the main palette, but I love the other shades in here. I love the blues. I do love it, but it's not my favorite. I don't find myself reaching for it as much. I do find myself reaching for this blue shimmer a lot, and these blues. I love the blues, but I don't know. Not my favorite one, but I like it. But not my favorite. And when he comes out with that green shade that he took out of the main palette into the new one, I'm going to buy the single one when he's releasing it, finally when it comes out. So I want to buy the green shade for that's missing in the controversy palette. Okay, so for number 6, it's Bloodlusts, which is the newest actual release that he has. I love this palette. It's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I love the packaging. It's gorgeous, but it's so bulky, it's hard to store. And I like the color story. I love these. Absolute love, 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 love. These are my favorite. The new formula. I love those. They're great. And I love, a lot of people hate this shade. I love that shade Vile Serpent. I think it's great. It blends out very well. It plays well with the other colors. I also love that Sparkle Shimmer Black, which isn't really very shimmery once you start blending it. But if you use your finger and you just put it on with your finger, it's great. I love it. Other than that, the purples in here aren't my favorite. This was a little bit of a shocker, this shade here. And then that's the shade Dungeon. It looks pretty gray when you open the palette, but when you put it on your eyes, it's pretty deep purple. So it's actually, this is a nice color purple too, but this purple is a nice deep purple, and I really like this. This is great. Especially if you mix it with the purple from the Alien palette. That is my absolute favorite purple that Jeffeee has ever made. But these purples are great too. I'm not a fan of that red shade, but I like the shades in here, don't get me wrong, but I don't find myself reaching for it as much as I would. But I try to rotate my palettes as much as I can, and I try to use as many of them as I can. So, but my favorite shade in here has to be Vile Serpent, and that's a lot of people didn't like that shade. I don't know why. I like it. I just love it. I think that blue is, teal blue is so beautiful, and I adore it. Next is Jeffee's very, very first palette. This 8, 7, 6. Or 5, number 5. This is the Beauty Killer palette. That's his first palette. I love the pan sizes in here. Now this was his very first palette. I love these colors. Absolutely adore this palette. I love all the colors in here. A lot of people don't like the sparkly black rainbow shade, but I like this better than the black shimmery in the Bloodlust palette. Trying to speak today. But yes, I like this better than the Bloodlust black and China White and that other one up here, Courtney. Yeah, Courtney. They're great. I love this whole bottom row here. This whole little bottom row for a neutral look. And then you can do a pop of color if you want. Like throwing that pink in or just throwing that teal in. I love that. I love how simple it is, but the colors are great and I adore them. I love that pink. That pink neon is amazing, and they go awesome together with that purple. I love it. Great color. And this is an awesome highlighter. I love it. It's beautiful. This is an awesome highlighter as well. So I really, 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 really love the OG palette. I got this off Poshmark, I think, for $15. And it was purchased from my lady that just bought it and then wasn't into makeup anymore, and she hardly used it. I think she swatched it and that was it. And I got it for $15. This palette was originally $45, I think. Yeah, $45. But this is an awesome, awesome palette, and I love it. But it has to be my favorite shade with that pink and that sparkly black. I love it. Alright, so number 4, yeah, number 4, we're on number 4, is the Minibreaker. I just got this recently, and it's what I'm wearing on my eyes today. I used the gold shades in there, and then I used that bright orange just for a pop of color in my inner corner. But these colors are pretty neutral, actually, and they speak to me. I love, love, love this shimmer. Oral, I absolutely adore that. It's gorgeous. And I love all the shimmers in here. They're great. but it is number 5 on my list here. No, number 4 on my list, excuse me. It is number 4 on my list because it's not my most reached for one, but I love it. It's a good neutral palette, good kind of everyday work thing if you combine these colors, and I wear a lot of purples and pinks, so I like that. The purples in there are even better than the ones in Bloodlust. Sorry, Jeffree. Number 3 on my list is the Conspiracy palette with Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star. I absolutely adore this palette, and a lot of people have mixed feelings about it, but I absolutely adore this palette. Okay. I just wish that the packaging wasn't so bulky. I like the trunk, and I like the design, and I like the touches on it, but I just wish it wasn't so bulky. It's kind of like Bloodlust, you know. Anyway, but Blue Blood is like this too, I think, and Blood Sugar. But I really want Blue Blood because I love the blues. Anyway, but this is an actually really neutral palette, and that whole top row you can create a great neutral look, and that whole bottom row you can create a good work look or nighttime look, and the whole middle row is just fun pops of color. So I really enjoy this palette, and I like creating looks with this. I think my absolute favorite shade in here is Illuminati. That greeny shimmer. It's so pretty. I love that color. And I love Diet Cola. It's a beautiful silver shimmer, and it makes an awesome inner corner highlight. And Ranch makes an awesome just regular highlighter. I love it. It's perfect. But yes, and you could tell where I've used this palette quite a lot, and the little imprints have kind of worn off by the shades that I really love and really use. You can tell this palette has got a lot of love. But okay, so next up on my list, and this one is discontinued, so you can't really get this anymore unless you go on Poshmark or Mercari or another website like what was a Depop. But just beware of like fake things when you do get it. But the Alien palette is my second up on the list, and it's a very actual neutral palette. I love this palette, and I love the colors in here. Other than the greens and the purple, it is extremely neutral. I love that neon shade, Abduction, but my favorite purple of Jeffree Star ever is Area 51, and I love this. It's so beautiful. This and that Phone Home color, when you blend them together, and that dark black here with the gray on the inner corner, you can do a beautiful smoky eye, and then just throw in one of those shimmers. I like to use Interstellar up on the top of my lid. It is a very good palette, very neutral palette. I also did St. Patrick's Day look with the greens in here. I love them. They're really fun, and they really are very pigmented. And the formula in this, for some reason, is absolutely on point. I don't know what it is, but it's super awesome, and I heard it's even, equal to Blood Sugar, his first real hit palette that was released. And I don't have Blood Sugar. I will get it one day, but I'm not crazy on red eyeshadows. But anyway, I saved the best for last, in my opinion. Jawbreaker is my absolute favorite palette. This is a massive palette, but it is full of all kinds of fun colors, neutrals, bright colors, neons, shimmers, all kinds of... I love this little corner right here of shimmers. It's just like crazy pretty, and I love them all. I just don't... It's so fun, and you can create so many looks with this palette here, and I just love them. Bubblegum is a repeat shade from the Minibreaker, but that's okay. I like that bubblegum shade, and it's an awesome blending shade. I love that blue, the blues in here, and that navy. I love these colors, love them. And I loved all the pastels in here. I love it. Love, 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 love. I cannot tell you how much I love this palette. And it was a hard one to get, and it is one of his most expensive palettes. I think it retails for $58, nearly $60, but you are getting a lot of shades, and the quality of this is absolutely amazing. I don't want to do swatches because I feel like it's like, you know, repetitive and silly to do all that, because there's so many people that make swatch videos and whatnot, and yeah. So I didn't want to do all of my eyeshadow palettes because I have so many, but I just thought I'd go through the Jeffree Star ones because Jeffree Star is my favorite company now. I adore him. I love him as a person as well, as far as he's come over the years. After his music career and in MySpace days and all his controversy, I still think he's a genuine person. And, you know, he's one of those people that never seems to forget where he comes from. Anyway, if you haven't tried Jeffree Star's products, I highly suggest and recommend that you do. I also have some lippies and things, but I'll do that in a separate video one day. And I'll do more eyeshadow looks. Comment below if you want to see a eyeshadow look with any of these specific palettes. I have a couple here on my channel already, but comment below and tell me if you want to see. Let's see, I don't think I've done a Jawbreaker. I don't think I've done an Alien, Beauty Killer. I didn't do a Bloodlust. I did do a Mini Conspiracy. Controversy, excuse me. Anyway, check the other videos out, but I've done a couple looks with Jeffree's palettes on my channel, so comment below if you see a specific palette you want me to create a bold look or a neutral look or a couple looks from one palette, so we could do a video on that. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, because I'm kind of thinking to make a video for like 5 looks at least with Jawbreaker and Minibreaker, if we can combine them as well. So let me know what you guys think below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Ta-ta!